This is Lecture 4, Chapter 4. In this lecture, I will tell you about chemical properties of carbon compounds. And these chemical properties we will discuss here are number 1, combustion, number 2, oxidation, number 3, addition reactions, and number 4, substitution reactions. First, let us discuss about combustion. Combustion is a highly exothermic chemical reaction with oxygen. Carbon and its compounds burn in oxygen with evolution of heat and light. The reaction of carbon can be written as C plus O2 produce CO2 plus heat and light. Hydrocarbons have hydrogen and carbon. That is why on combustion they produce carbon dioxide and water with evolution of large amount of heat. On incomplete combustion, some carbon remains unburnt, and that is given out in the form of smoke. Incomplete combustion takes place when either oxygen supply is restricted or less, or the flame temperature is low. Carbon and unsaturated hydrocarbons need higher temperature for complete combustion as compared to the temperature needed for saturated hydrocarbons. Coal and hydrocarbons have sulfur, nitrogen, and lead also mixed in them. On combustion, oxides of sulfur, nitrogen, and lead are formed. These are pollutants. Now, just have a look at the burning of some of the hydrocarbons. Look at the color of this candle flame, and you just have a look at. This is sooty also. This carbon gets deposited on this spatula, you can see here. It has blackened. Next, this is alcohol flame. In the lab, it is not as much sooty. Next here, this is LPG flame. You see the flame color is blue, and it is non-sooty also. The next reaction of carbon compounds we consider here is oxidation. In combustion, complete oxidation takes place. But alcohols can be converted to carboxylic acids by partial oxidation. On heating alcohol with alkaline K-4, alcohol is oxidized to carboxylic acid. For example, you see here CH3 CH2OH. When it is heated with alkaline K-4, it produces CH3COOH or ethanoic acid. The substances that add oxygen to a reactant are called oxidizing agents. Next reaction we study, that is the addition reaction. Hydrogen and halogens can be added to unsaturated hydrocarbons, because in unsaturated hydrocarbons all carbon-carbon bonds are not single. Hydrogen is added in presence of catalyst like nickel to the carbons which are doubly or triply bonded. You just have a look at. Here R represents a hydrocarbon chain. So R, C, R, here C bonded on both sides. Oils have unsaturated fatty acids more as compared to the saturated acids. We should take right ratio of saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats can be harmful if taken in greater amounts. Unsaturated fatty acids can be converted into saturated fatty acids by hydrogenation. Next, we consider the substitution reactions. Saturated hydrocarbons are not much reactive, but hydrogen atoms can be substituted by some reactants like halogens. Chlorine reacts rapidly in presence of sunlight with methane. The reaction is Ch-4 plus Cl2 in presence of sunlight give CH3Cl plus HCl, chloromethane and hydrochloric acid. Now let us revise today's learning in brief. At point number 1, we discussed about combustion. Combustion is highly exothermic reaction with atmospheric oxygen. Carbon burns in air to produce carbon dioxide and hydrocarbons burn to produce carbon dioxide and water or steam. Point number 2, we studied about oxidation of hydrocarbons, that is partial oxidation of alcohol to convert that into carboxylic acid. That can be done through alkaline KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7. In the reaction, alcohol is oxidized to carboxylic acid. At number 3, we studied addition reactions. Hydrogen or other elements can be added to unsaturated hydrocarbons. For addition of hydrogen, nickel is used as a catalyst and usually the Rene nickel is used. At point number 4, we studied about the substitution reactions. Substitution means replacement. In these reactions, hydrogen atom is replaced by some other atom. For example, in saturated hydrocarbon, methane, chlorine can be added in presence of sunlight and chloromethane is formed. In the end, here is a question for you. Why does kerosene give sooty flame in lantern but not in gas stove? What is the reason? You have to explain. That's it. This lecture. We shall continue this chapter in lecture number 4.